Which town are we about to discover today?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel Spain Unlocked. My name is Anna, and today we are in an absolutely beautiful place, right between Benidorm and the actual Villajoyosa town. We are in La Cala of Villajoyosa. Let's discover it together.
We are right in between the sunny coastal city of Benidorm town and Villajoyosa, and the area that we will be discovering today is situated right in between. Technically, La Cala de Villajoyosa is a district of the Villajoyosa town. However, in this place, several towns collide at once. What you see to the right is La Cala of Villajoyosa. What you see to the left is La Cala of Finestrat. And slightly more to the left is La Cala, the neighborhood of Benidorm town. Quite confusing to a lot of people, honestly, but these areas share a loveliest beach and many services. A few thousands of people live here, and even though this area is quite touristic, there are many families who live here whole year long. Obviously, in summertime, it is when it gets really busy. Of the services, which are the ones that you can see right now, we've seen the dental clinic, we've seen Ludoteca, which is a place for small children up to 6 years old, like a care place. We have hairdresser salon, aesthetics place, obviously real estate companies. Where would we go without those? They're on every single corner in our country. The notary office, which is where you would go to, for example, sign up the purchase contract for your property if you're looking for one here in Spain. On the left side in La Cala of Finestrat already technically, but on the same avenue there is a small supermarket. There's some more services like top up your mobile phone SIM card or buy a new phone, etc. A lot of the places that are here that are on sale or for long-term rent are located in big urbanizaciones, which are big community spaces, which means that they have an independent entrance, they're way safer, and a lot of them have swimming pool inside. On the right side, we have the Medical Healthcare Center, which has a couple of main specialists such as general practitioner or pediatrician or a nurse. No emergency, however, it's not a big center, it's just a couple of offices inside. And also here is where you have a municipal area, which is basically, there's such a strong winds today, my goodness. Which is where you basically are able to go and register yourself as a local, which means empadronamiento or padrón, how some people call it. Basically, it is a document that states that you have a usual home address here in Spain, and this document is necessary for a lot of things, for residence permits, for your TIA cards, CUE, which is European Union citizen registration document, and much more. And also, if you're planning to bring your children to school here, without this document you won't be able to do so. More real estate companies here, more aesthetics places. In front we have Consum supermarket. This is a typical brand of our Valencian community, more or less same as Mercadona, though not as big and not as expensive. In some things it's medium priced supermarket, and it has everything, even fresh meat, fish section, fruit, vegetables, cleaning, cosmetics, whatever you need. You can find it in Consum supermarkets. And they also have some loyalty cards which you're able to sign in for, and you'll get some bonuses, some checks at the end of the month, and it's just a nice supermarket to go to. And it's one of many that is located here nearby. Right next to it there is quite a big pharmacy, and right next to the pharmacy there is an international center, IMED International Center it's called, which is a private health insurance clinic. It only works either by paying the consultations or with private health insurances, which obviously you must get if you're having a residence permit in Spain. Thus, this is where you would go. All this gray building right above the pharmacy is the IMED Polyclinics, how it's called in Spanish, which is a health center basically with many different specialties and different things that you're able to do there. Many locals that have private insurance, they go to this center because it's close. You don't need to the hospital and you don't need a vehicle to actually go anywhere. By the way, this area, apart from these services, where we started the video slightly upwards, maybe 200-300 meters up, there are a lot of shops such as Lidl, Aldi, there's Gifi, there's Leroy Merlin, which are places to decorate the house, to buy something for the household, for cleaning, supermarkets as well. And you could even go walking to La Marina shopping mall, plus Carrefour, huge supermarket with a lot of things inside, even electronics, devices, clothing, whatever you need. It is very, very close to here, and many people just buy a shopping cart and just go there walking if they need to. Obviously, there's also a bus service. There is a public transport here in La Cala, which will bring you comfortably to all these places, even to Benidorm town itself. Also, many bars, cafeterias located nearby. It's still a touristic place. There's some touristic apartments here too. And many people are using it as a second vacational home, which means that they're coming here on spring season, Easter holidays, like these ones right now that we're having. They're coming here on summer holidays, maybe to spend winter from northern parts of Spain, from Madrid, for example. And obviously, these times of a year, you will see it way more busy. In winter, it is quiet, but not too much, though still there's people living here. And even in winter, all the businesses remain open, so nothing changes except that there's slightly less people. In this area, there's a big amount of foreign residents, mostly people coming from northern countries, Eastern European countries too. There's a lot of people from Ukraine, from Russia, English speaking as well, Belgians, people from Netherlands, French, and more. There's even people from US, for example. Why people are choosing this place? Well, first of all, because it's strategically located. It's in a great place right next to Benidorm, but without being too noisy. Also, it's very close to the shopping malls, to all the necessary services, hospitals, shopping, supermarkets, pharmacies. There are some private schools nearby in Benidorm town, and public ones are situated in Villajoyosa, which is a few minutes ride from here. But they do offer school transportation too. And obviously, this place also has everything you need in terms of sports and fresh air. It even has a loveliest beach, small one, but not overcrowded even in summertime. It is a sandy beach, not too deep either, and right there on the left side we have a big natural park, which is where people like ourselves too, this one that you see right in front, where we go to do some sports and enjoy some gorgeous views of the surrounding area and the Mediterranean Sea. And the beach is right on our left side. By the way, here on the right on that road in front of us, there is a market, Tuesday's market, which is where you can buy some local products, fruit, vegetables, olives, different types of salted veggies with vinegar, and also clothing, accessories, shoes, churros, and much more. Also, this market is better priced than, for example, in Albir or Benidorm town, which is way more oriented to tourism and honestly slightly more expensive than this one might be. Many locals are coming here to purchase groceries for a week, especially fresh local fruit and veggies. The loveliest natural park on the right side and the beach makes it a perfect place to live whole year long. There's children's playground right in front as well, and everything is nearby. Many people are seeing the video right now and are saying, oh, the weather here is gorgeous. What is the climate actually in this area? And the good news is that it's a typical Mediterranean climate. It doesn't rain very often here. Mostly it's in autumn and April months, as usual here in our region. But the rest of the year, it's sunny, it's nice, it's quite warm. The average Temperature during winter, it's around 17, 18 degrees. And when the sun is shining, it is still very pleasant to go outside and enjoy. Even now, we are in mid-April. You can see how many people there actually are here on the beach, and some of them are even going for a swim or just having a walk bare feet by the beach line. Right there in front, there's way more cafeterias, bars. There's another supermarket that is usually open, even on holidays, so that you would be able to purchase something in case you need it when all the local shops are closed. So a great place with a nice climate. Winters here are mild, and summers are really warm. It's usual and typical to have 30 something degrees in this area, but it is exactly the same as in Alicante, Benidorm, Altea, Villajoyosa, Finestrat, all this region of Costa Blanca. It's exactly the same type of weather out here. The good thing is that we are protected by the mountains, so it doesn't rain as much, and we have slightly more days of sunshine to enjoy the gorgeous beach and everything that this area has to offer. Let's continue with the properties for purchase in this place, which is Cala of Villajoyosa. First of all, we have apartments from 155,000 euros, one bedroom, 54 square meters with elevator. This one must be renewed slightly, but still it's a one bedroom apartment and very nicely priced. 157,000 euros with garage included, one bedroom, 60 square meters, 8th floor with an elevator. A nice one bedroom apartment situated right here in this beautiful area. Two bedroom apartments with sea view, partial sea view, can be purchased from 164,900 euros, and it's almost 70 square meters. It's located in one of the taller buildings here in the area. 174,500 euros already. Three bedroom apartments with loveliest views, 105 square meters. This apartment is already slightly bigger, and obviously the price is slightly higher as well. Four bedroom apartments with garage included with beautiful views on the 14th floor from 350,000 euros. And you wouldn't barely need to change anything at all in these types of apartments. The duplex, which is two-floor apartment with garage included, two bedrooms, almost 100 square meters, sea views from 235,000 euros are available. Great option for many people. Followed by attics. Attic of two bedrooms, 75 square meters with a sea view with garage included, 240,000 euros is what it would cost. Many of these buildings once again have swimming pool inside. Houses, an independent one, 489,000 euros, situated right here nearby, four bedrooms, 520 square meters. Exclusive house, trust me, here in the area between Villajoyosa and Finestrat. Followed by some more properties that we wanted to show you guys in today's video. These ones are for rent already, and it's quite difficult to find a long-term rent here. So if you need any help, feel free to contact us, even if it's long-term rent or a property purchase. First one here, an example of a short-term rent only for winter. One bedroom, 45 square meters, 850 euros a month. This is only available up until summertime. Next one, 880 euros a month, one bedroom, 50 square meters. This is already a long-term apartment. This is how much it would cost you to get a one-bedroom apartment minimum price in this area. Two bedrooms apartment, this one as an example, 80 square meters with a garage included, from 900 euros a month would be available in this particular neighborhood and district. The other example would be three bedroom apartments already, 120 square meters with garage included, 1,600 euros a month. That is how much a three bedroom apartment would cost right now in this particular region. Quite expensive, I must say, but it is a typical price already. 3,000 euros a month a duplex would cost, two-story apartment, garage included, four bedrooms, 190 square meters. It's with a sea view and considered a luxurious apartment. And for that, obviously the price. This area is in general full of services, full of different types of apartments and accommodation options. Many of them are for short-term rent, but others for slightly longer one, which are typically a tiny bit more expensive than the short-term monthly basis. And apart from that, it's a pleasant place to be. It's slightly windy today, quite windy I must say, but usually it's not like that. There is a slight wind, but not too much. So this is more an exception than a typical usual weather. Many people here around, bus stops, many different buildings with even tennis courts inside and a heated swimming pool, bars around, different types of menus, different types of plates, international cuisine, Mediterranean, Russian, in general Italian, a little bit of everything. Yoga studios, physiotherapists, dental clinics, gym, pharmacies, international supermarkets, local supermarkets, electric charging points for vehicles, adapted parking spaces. In general, plenty of parking space here, which usually on peak celebration days or on market days, it's quite difficult to find a parking spot, but on daily basis, you would perfectly find a parking place out here. And there are specific parking places for residents too. Apart from that, obviously many of these buildings have garages on the ground floor. Thus, if you're lucky and you have a garage space, then you will not even need to worry about it at all. And you will have a privileged parking lot here in the area without the need to worry that it's going to be busy and you won't be able to find it near your home. It is overall a quiet place, a pleasant place where you would be able to enjoy the yearly stay, enjoy the long-term stay and living. It is perfect for families. Some buildings are newer, others are slightly older, but overall there are price ranges for everyone almost here in the area of Cala of Villajoyosa. And many buildings have these lovely swimming pools and gardens inside. If you will have any more questions, do not hesitate to contact us with our contact details that you were able to see inside of this video, either email, WhatsApp, or our official website.
And
3Ws emigrar con
for more interesting videos
and we
here
will
on the channel
gladly
of different
answer
villages
all
and
of your
places
doubts
that are
and questions,
recommended
or maybe even
for
help you out to
relocation.
relocate to
Get
our
to
sunny
see
country of
how
Spain,
many services
the region of Alicante,
smaller
Costa,
towns or bigger
Blanca
cities actually have inside. If it's suitable for long-term living whole year round, or if it's better just for holidays. And useful information videos every single week here on the channel. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in a new video next week on Tuesday. Happy Easter holidays, by the way. Goodbye.